With Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Ravens at 4-5, a game under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On first down, Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week,
the very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Play action. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action.
At the 2-yard line.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got to.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in them. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Lamar changing the look. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Jaguars take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroad.
He's got a man complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They go play action now. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Now Lawrence. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Devontae Smith.
44 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jags continue to pull away here in this first half.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion right is Smith.
Take right open. There we go. Hey, Jupiter. Go. There we go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the shotgun, Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15.
And all the way down to the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll get 34 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
You gotta make a move.
Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that...
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Jackson down. Off the play fake. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh.
And they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Lawrence running right on the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Devontae Smith.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they... The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
at the 23. It's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Jackson. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right on the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
DC ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That first down there on a pickup of 25. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Now it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
God, I can't believe what I watched.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.